family. So Ghetto News Reporter Maryland for Dash 20 Marion and Lee. I'm chilling on the Greenline train, waiting for it to pull off. Everybody's driving. Ain't too many people don't like working on Saturdays and Sundays. You know, they trying to do the city, my city, Chicago, like down south. You know, Martin Luther King once said, the North can teach the South a thing about racism. Because, you know, it was hard to integrate my city. But because, you know, I did it with rap, and then they changed it to hip hop or whatever, and everybody jumped on the bandwagon for the money, and they didn't know how to deal with it. Just kind of took place because their conscience kicked in, I guess, you know, after they, you know, raped me as a little girl. You know, they said it did R. Kelly, which I don't know if it's true or not, because I think everything pertains to me, but they said that they arrested him. You know, for whatever, they never really said, because it's not even the underage girls no more, you know, because he had stopped doing that. So, you know, it's just, it must be the money. But, you know, what I come to realize, they say in AA, rarely have we seen a person fail that has thoroughly followed our paths. See, there's many paths to freedom. You understand what I'm saying? Many paths. And Oprah was trying to tell this white lady on her show. And the white lady said, what about Jesus? And Oprah said, what about Jesus? You understand what I'm saying? Wow. What about Mary? You understand what I'm saying? I mean, Mary did have Jesus, right? Ain't that how it go? So, you know, they said R. Kelly is, you know, behind bars. I don't know. I don't believe it. You understand what I'm saying? Because, but then again, they don't like what they call rats. And if you change the word art around, you got rat. So that's why they say lab rats. The ones that's got talents and just not going with the swing of things or whatever, they use us as lab rats after they, you know, do whatever they do to us, because they don't want us telling people how they molested us. See, it goes back to slavery, if it was a thing called slavery. Not in my lifetime, but because they incarcerated me May 31st of 2008, that's another form of slavery. You understand what I'm saying? That's the new Jim Crow, the new slave incarceration. Look it up. So, I guess I was a slave. They made me a slave. They railroaded me. You understand what I'm saying? But it goes back to slavery. The older people went through a whole lot of stuff, you know, with the white man. And they would literally hand their children over to the white man if that's what the white man wanted, the so-called white slave master. So, you know, when they molested me, and R. Kelly said he was molested, you know, kids grow up trying to figure stuff out. And they usually express themselves through coloring or writing, school or whatever, and they can pick and choose who's gonna be who. And you know, when God intervened, because God take care of babies and fools, it's hard for you to, you know, say it's not God when it's not you that's helping the child. So I done figured it out. They bringing in all this Caucasian stuff back. You know, now it's somebody by the name of, I think this white guy by the name of Jeffrey or whatever, that's been trafficking children, you know, all around the world. But they using R. Kelly as a smokescreen to cover up the white guy that's, you know, doing worse than what R. Kelly was doing. R. Kelly probably wasn't doing nothing but giving the girls a safe haven. I mean, who does a lot wrong, especially at Trump Towers. Come on, man. If them girls wanted to be gone, they would have easily left. They arrested him about a week or two ago, and they let him go because somebody bonded him out. You know, see, they don't like when people bond you out because they want to make you gay. I was talking to an officer at the Federal's building, and I asked, I said, hey, do they have conjugal visits? And they like, no. So, you know, they try to get R. Kelly 20 years or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? For expressing himself through music. You know, trying to get that Willie Lynch slave master shit up out of him. You know what I'm saying? Best way he could, and the only way he knew how. And that was through his gift that my higher power gave to him. Now, you know, that's a bad title to put on somebody, you know, rape. Because they usually, you know, take advantage of guys that, you know, do wrong to the children or whatever. You understand what I'm saying? But why put all that pressure on one man when the white man is free? You understand what I'm saying? And R. Kelly, I know he ain't raped nobody. And he may have, you know, when he was younger. I don't know. Because, you know, when you are violated, hurt people usually hurt people. But when you know better, you do better. You understand what I'm saying? You don't know what his situation was. I don't know. I'm not here to say one way or the other. I know I was, you know, taken advantage of by 5 guys. Who's to say? He might have been one of them. You understand what I'm saying? But who am I to even judge that? If my higher power, for real, wanted him in trouble, you know, he would have been in trouble a long time ago. But because it's my story that people are raping, and everybody wants to be the shero or the hero, everybody want to be that, but they don't want me to be that. See, when children get violated and live to tell the story, you understand what I'm saying? They should be able to reap the benefits from it because we are the ones that have gone through the most. At least, I'm speaking for myself now. I have. So ain't no parade on this train. Ain't nobody on this train but the cameras and me and my higher power. You know, but I figured them out, man. I figured them out. It's always the ones closest to you. The ones you least suspect. Because they say real bad boys and girls move in silence. So the ones who speak out can't be that bad. If real bad boys and girls move in silence, think about it. Use your head. You understand what I'm saying? Not only that, we have the most to lose. And if they coming from down south to the north with their BS, I'm talking Martin Luther King and all the rest of them from Atlanta, where I almost died at. Yeah, if they come into my city and they did, there's more stuff about Martin Luther King in my city than it is about me. Everything pertaining to me, they trying to tear down, but it's kind of hard. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm everywhere. It's a restaurant on 39th, I believe, and I want to say State. It was Atlanta. You understand what I'm saying? Restaurant. And the end of the phone number was 2000 or whatever. They didn't, they haven't torn it down or rehabbed it. So I guess they plan on getting back in business. So I don't know. All I'm saying, we as a people need to get together and, you know, think for once, because we can't go through another whatever we went through. And now that they think they know the game, they trying to silence rap and, you know, all the arts, you know, for real, because that was the gift, for real. When we learned how to write and read and act and sing and dance, and, you know, we left them older people behind. But God put it on my heart to go back for them. But God didn't put it on their heart, evidently, to stand up for me when I went back for them. I mean, I went to Mississippi, Lexington, Mississippi, and Jackson, Mississippi. You understand what I'm saying? And seen what was going on. You know, the Spirit led me down there. I went with a friend, and I took the train back one time. And ain't no telling how many motherfuckers came this way with me from down south. I didn't look around and say, y'all, I didn't go with nobody, so I wouldn't expect nobody to come back with me. But that's how they move, in silence. You know? For the people who did me wrong, I'm not mad. If you can't figure that out by now, then you just slow. I appreciate y'all trying to clean up the city, but don't try to make me be something I'm not. I'm this color for a reason. Because, see, this is the color my city was, for real. And now it's turning lighter and lighter. And they bringing in that slave mentality that I was trying to avoid, or that Martin Luther King, quote unquote, was trying to, you know, I don't know. I know about me. I know it happened. I know it happened. Y'all can act like it did if you want, and go to sleep and go back to slavery and, you know, yes, the balls and, you know, all that, if you want. But if you want our help this time, for real, you gotta stand up for real, for me, and leave R. Kelly alone. R. Kelly is not the worst person in this world. And if he got it from anybody, he got it from his master, his white master. Because my ex-girlfriend, Donna Marie Evans, the Italian, asked me at 17 years old if she could urinate on me. And I said no. But she did take a picture of me naked. It's on the internet in one of my videos. I might put it on my Facebook just to prove it. But I had enough decency about myself to do it in a professional way, to let people know I'm not agreeing with this, but I know in the future I'm going to have to talk about it, and hopefully people won't look at it as some kind of freakish thing. But yeah, so you don't know what kind of arrangement R. Kelly had with that girl and the parents. What about the parents? Why they not going to jail? You understand what I'm saying? It's a lot of people out here with love for R. Kelly to pee on them for whatever kind of money. If that's what they like, that's what they like. I mean, ghetto gaggers. Look at that. Look at what the white man is doing to the colored people. The colored girls. They not going to jail. And that's worse than what R. Kelly did. It's nasty. It's disgusting. And I guess that's what they're trying to make every Native American be. Nasty and disgusting. We're not like that. You know, just like the Africans was jumping over shore to not come to America, we are Americans. My people, you know, we're willing to die for what we believe in too. And we don't believe in getting shitted and pissed on. For real, for real. Not unless you like it. But this time, they need to put it on camera. So when a motherfucker pisses shit on you, to be like, hey, you see, you agree to it, sign this paperwork, blah, 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 blah. I'm not trying to be all up in your bedroom. I'm just saying, stay up out of minds. Especially if you ain't did nothing wrong, because talk is cheap. Action speaks louder than words. And that's the truth. For real. The motherfucking talk. When you know better, you do better. So with that, this is your Ghetto News Report of Mary Lee. Free R. Kelly. If not, leave him alone if he got to spend time in jail. Same with me. Even if you railroad me, you have no right. Because quiet is kept. Whatever you got on me is bullshit. And especially that AA mustard seed shit. There was no way in hell you were supposed to come into the AA meeting at the mustard seed in 2018 and get me up out of there. There was no way. It was an anonymous meeting. For real. I could have been in there hiding from a pimp or something. You understand what I'm saying? But whoever told that I was in there, they broke my anonymity. Read the AA guidelines and stop trying to set me up. Learn, live, and grow. And with that, still got a news report of Mary Lee. Don't forget to dash for Mary Lee. A dash to freedom, that is. Peace.